Okay, Booby, this is me doing a little practice for the future. Maybe one day I'm going to get my own YouTube channel. So let's have a look at what I'm doing. I've taken Colchester United on as a team with a couple of young players. I mean, the new FIFA's out, so at this stage I've made the players too good, to be honest, but the thing is, it's just a bit of fun with this one. It's just develop the players quicker than they could be, but then it matches with, you know, the quality of other players that you can see in the team now, although they were quite lowly rated at the start, you know, and there is a few of them here that I'm in my actual third season, I should have said at first. So there's a lot of new signings here. I mean, Ivan Toney's a really good striker, as you can see. His rating's gone up quite a bit. Brentford got relegated to the Championship from the Premier League, so I signed him. I had Loic Remy last season, and I mean, he was really old, and the idea behind it was just a little bit of fun that, you know, Thierry Henry was my football manager, so I just wanted to keep that French connection there. I did also have Valbuena as well, which I don't really think these players would ever go to League One, let alone probably not even the Championship. But, you know, it's just a bit of fun. It's a bit of practice for the new FIFA before we make our own team. One thing that will stick, but I will make it more realistic, is obviously the players that I've created. So you can see here I've got my friend Harry Barnard. He's a left back, he's left footed. He's rating 76. You've got my brother Liam. He's just like a centre back position, so yeah, he's there, and he's got a really good rating actually. Then you got me, giving myself a pretty good rating as well, and also he's currently injured, Mr. Booby. He's hiding somewhere, but he's like, yeah, he's pretty ridiculous, and he's definitely too good because he's. Let's just quickly go back and look at his price. Obviously, when I make my own team, like Booby's done, my friend, I will, of course, you know, give them the rating that's fair for the league, you know, because they can still get better, you know, they can still have good potential. You know, his status says potential be special, so that's really good. But so let's look at his price, and yeah, so I mean, 61 million. He's 20 years old. Sorry, it actually says you're English as well. You know my background story behind that. Yeah, I mean, I mean, 61 million. I mean, because he's English, he's quite young. You know, if I wasn't the manager of Colchester and I was trying to buy him, he's probably going to cost like, I don't know, could be 70 to 80 million. He's got such good potential. So, yeah, I mean, players for the future are always going to be expensive, especially if they're from England as well in the Premier League. So you can see the squad I've gone for was kind of at first, obviously I did do a financial takeover, so obviously that helped. So I still wanted a really quite decent squad. I sold a lot of the current Colchester players and I wanted to have my own kind of identity. You can see I've bought players like Bazunu, if I've said that correctly, who's somehow Irish. You know, he's obviously potentially one for the future. I mean, he's only 20 years old. I'm only 67 rating, but he is only 20 years old. And we know goalkeepers can peak a lot later in their career. I mean, this guy, Arsenal was actually linked with him, and I looked at him on FIFA, and he was like 71 rating. He was like 25 years old, and I thought, why the hell would we sign him? But apparently, he is a decent goalkeeper, and I mean, he's rating 78, and he's only 27, and so his rating's gone up quite a bit since I've signed him. I mean, 78 rating's good enough for most Premier League clubs. Obviously not bar Man City, Man United, you know, the top clubs, but 78 rating at 27 years old is a really good rating. And, you know, he's not getting any younger. The plan was for, hopefully, he will be my next number one, come through the ranks, get the rating, you know. I need him to hit like 72, 73 hopefully by the time Diang's starting to get to the age where it's enough's enough. This man's just a backup. Got him on a free agent. I actually signed quite a lot of good free agents, but what I really like about this team is actually my defence. And it's because obviously I've got my brother who's great rating, but if you look at these players, a lot of them are English and Irish, and they're all championship level at the moment of the league I'm in. You know, they're all reasonably good age. None of them are too old, which I really like. Obviously I wanted a bit of experience. You know, centre back position is quite important. You need always an experienced man to guide the youngsters. This is this man here, Matt Clark. Yeah, English, 25. I signed him last season, so he was 24 when I signed him. So, you know, he's added a lot of experience, and not just experience in age, but in experience in the leagues. I mean, he's a Brighton man by name. He's been out on loan a lot to places. He's been on loan to places like Derby. I think he might have had a spell at Middlesbrough as well. Might not be right on that one, but he's had a few championship spells, so he's a very experienced player in the championship. So, you know, you look at teams like Brentford that have just got to the Premier League, and teams like Leeds. A lot of years ago, like I say a lot of years ago, like 8 years ago, there was a time when Southampton come up. They'd come up from like League One Championship, then to the Premier League, kind of what I'm trying to do. And they had a lot of players from League One. And those players developed into Premier League players. You know, Ricky Lambert, for example, everyone knows who he is. Really good English striker. All right, without going over the top, he was a decent striker. You know, he did his job. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to put the ball in the back of the net. But, you know, to come from League One to the Championship, all right, you've developed into a Championship player. But a lot of players, you know, they struggle to then live up to the hype in the Premier League. And it's usually a step too much. But, you know, players prove they can do it. And that's what I'm trying to do with this squad. So, even people like this guy, I mean, he's German. He come from the German league. His rating was like 69 when I signed him, but I was in League Two. So, that, you know, that's a great right back to have. And, I mean, he's developed so well. This guy, Clark Salter again. I mean, he's been Championship most of his time, and his ratings like below 70. So is he good enough for the Premier League? Now it's looking like he could be. Collins actually joined Burnley, so we know he's got the potential. Woods was like 63 when I signed him, so he's getting the potential as well. So I do like the defence. I do really like my options as well. You know, they're all nearly good enough to start, you know. And obviously the Championship, there's a lot of games, so it's good to change it about. So enough about the defence. And obviously you can see I've got quite a few right backs. I got him on a free, so what the hell, you can't complain with that. I only had to give him 20 grand wages, and you know, maybe like only like 90,000 he wanted on the bonus, so it's not too bad really. So yeah, that's kind of a really strong defence to have. And I say strong defence, and I really like defence, but you could even say the same about my holding midfielders. I mean, look at this. It's just, I mean, it's quite sexual, actually. Isn't it? Minus me. But, no, I mean, obviously, this guy, if you play FIFA a lot, and you've played in the last 2 or 3 years, you'll know this guy. There's a lot of websites online where you can find the best young players in all the positions, and this guy pops up quite a lot. And he's a Belgium guy from the Belgium League. Really good player. He's kind of like Kante, you know, he's a little small guy. He's got a little bit of pace about him. And yeah, this one I'm still learning because he was a free agent also, but his rating was 75, and he's a created player by the game, which FIFA does, which is nice. So he's one of these rare ones that's popped up. And yeah, Brazilian guys, can't complain. Always nice to have a Brazilian in your team. Oscar Dorley, I spoke about this guy. I've only discovered him recently, but what's quite impressive actually is his playing positions. He can play in 3 positions. Now, his role for me is a holding midfielder. He's left-footed. I do really like that in a team. I do really like to have a left-footed midfielder. I like getting the ball out wide early on, and I just feel like if you've got a player that has a left foot and they're trying to get out to the left side, you could just bend the ball nicely to, you know, push it on full-backs or left mid or whatever. You know, I just really like it. And this guy's great. I mean, he started at about 72 rating when I signed him. He's been with me the whole way. He's developed with me, and he's my boy. Yeah, he's my boy. I like this guy a lot. Oscar Dorley, coming from a foreign league, and again, another player from a foreign league. Luckily, I managed to sign him. Um, yeah, I do really like him. You know, he is my boy. Enough about him. That's me. That's my player. Yes, I'm not 19. Um, maybe I don't know in FIFA 22 if I'm gonna make us our real ages, because I mean my brother's 30. I want him to be in the game. Harry's 26. I'm 28. It'd just be nice. I know it's not realistic in our age, maybe, but if it makes us a bit younger, then we can be like players that develop. Like I said, the class of 2021. That is what we will be. um, you got this guy. It's quite good. I just signed him this season, free agent. You know, he's a bit older. He's got experience. He's not super fast, but what I like about this guy is he's quite good at crosses. He's a bit flary as well. He likes to cut inside. He's right footed. You play it, pops up on the left. This guy I don't want. I'm not even going to waste my time with him. Look at his rating. Fuck off. Moses Caicedo. He's a good little engine midfielder. He can burst forward. He can defend. We know this guy. He played for Arsenal. I just brought him in as another youngster. Another player that could get a chance. Again, thinking back to the fact that I said my manager's Thierry Henry in this, I thought the Arsenal link. Hence why we have this man and our captain, Super Jack Wilshere. I don't really need to say too much about him because we all know the player he is. We know the sad story of his career. But, you know, at the end of the day, if it can't be a reality, at least make it a fantasy, and that's what I've done here. And I don't like to think of Jack as too much of a disaster, you know, because he had a great career in his early years, and he developed as a great footballer at a really young age. Okay, I say great footballer, I'm not talking world class, but you know, he played very well in a midfield that was a strong midfield at the time of Arsenal. You know, we had players like Sami Nasri, Thomas Rosicky, you know, really, really good talented players that could pass the ball, and he could do that as well, and he was breaking into the team. Also was the time when Aaron Ramsey was coming about as well, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, Jack Wilshere's the captain. He is there. Luke Freeman, another one that was an Arsenal youngster. And this season I've just got him as backup because I actually do play Wilshere in the cam position. I like to think of Wilshere as a player that develops his game like most players do as their ages change. Usually players drop back, but I just feel with Wilshere he's still got the good passing ability. And I mean, with Sherfield and Oscar Dorley there, just covering him so he can do his thing and play. I do have him more playing with the attackers, with the three up front, so you know he does that role. And then Freeman for now is a bit of a backup. He can play left mid. I've played him there. He does an alright job. He's got a good little cross on him. His free kicks are decent, and yeah, so it's it's a good midfield. And you got this guy. I'm just going to call him Isaac. I'm not even going to attempt to say that name and embarrass myself. He's cheap. He's 31. He's only 74 rating, but he's an absolute speedster, blistering pace. He was a free agent, and I was like, why not? Right now, you need players to carry you over through a season sometimes that have got a good bit of quality about, some sort of quality about them, whether it's pace, whether it's crossing, whether it's just a good goal scorer or a big striker with an aerial threat. Whatever it is, they get you through the season, and then, if you've got the money next season, obviously I'm going to buy a player that has his qualities but is a bit younger, more well known and more talented. And then this guy, Camioco Dembele, I mean, most people will know him. He's English, he's young. It's obvious why I've got him. He's a talented player. And Taverner as well, I signed him this season because he is English and again young, makes absolute sense. And yeah, he played in the Championship quite a bit now, so he's a good solid player to have. He does start for me quite a lot. He's pretty quick and he's really good at cutting inside, and he's actually got a really good finesse shot. So he's kind of like Nicolas Pepe for Arsenal in a way, that style of right-sided, left-footed midfielder. But he's probably actually more consistent than Pepe. Obviously Pepe's, he is better. He's got a lot more quality and talent, but The consistency side of it, Tavernier is definitely ahead. And then the boy Theos, what can you say about him? He, for me, is the star of the show, probably, I have to say. I've made him very good, but, you know, sometimes, like I said, you go back to that class of 2021, you look at the class of 1992, the Man United one, they had Scholes, they had Butt, they had Neville, they had all these players, but then Beckham was kind of the standout player, you know, the one that everyone was going, you know, we've made it, but he is the man that's really made it. He's, you know, he went on to play for Real Madrid, AC Milan. They've won the most, between them, they've won the most Champions Leagues. So who can complain to say that Booby can't be a new era of David Beckham, a superstar? But hopefully I don't sell him. I would like to keep him. This guy just come from my academy. He's a youngster. He's not got a great rating realistically, but he is only 17 and he is one for the future, and he's got a potential of becoming like between 77 to 85 rated. So that is a really good potential. You never know. I mean, if we're talking Arsenal, my manager's Thierry Henry, why do you not expect that I've got these two here? These two are my boys, because I'm obviously a big Arsenal fan. And you know, Danny Welbeck, I mean, he's still got a bit of pace about him. To play for me, Colchester, in the Championship, I think it's a good move. He's currently at Brighton. He's still got it. He's still a decent player. He's lost his touch a lot. I mean, he never really fulfilled his potential. Then he stayed at a level where he was alright. He played for Arsenal. I'd say at the time he played for Arsenal was a bit of a weird move, but you know, he had some good games for us. You can't complain about him. He went to Watford. That was more realistic for him, and now he's at Brighton, which I think is a good move. So I think playing in the Championship, you know, obviously he's younger in real life, so this is realistic for him. And you know, if Thierry Henry did take over a club like this and they got this far and they were pushing for the Premier League, hey, why wouldn't Danny Welbeck join? And more to the point, why wouldn't Olivier Giroud? I mean, he's always said how he's preferred to play for Chelsea. Yes, we know he won more trophies, he's done this, but he still loved his time at Arsenal, and he really likes Thierry Henry. And, you know, great addition to the squad. Why? Do I really need to tell you? Put the ball in the box, the man does the job. And I got quite a lot of strikers, really. I do actually play Welbeck on the left, so... But it is quite a big squad. It's a big season in the Championship. It's nice to have options. It gives me, you know, the chance to go for Carabao Cup and stuff. Ivan Toney, we know who he is. We know how good he is. We know his qualities. And, yeah, what more can I say? He's my number one choice at the moment. Why wouldn't he be? Look at his rating. You know, goals. Big aerial threat as well, like Giroud. So, yeah. And then we've got this guy, Tyrese Campbell. Now, he's a bit of a weird one because... I don't know with him. He's got really good potential. He's English. I mean, you look at his age there, 22, and it says he's English, and it says he's 73 rated, and you think that's good. That's a really good. That is a really good stat for an English striker. That's considered to be someone that's only a Championship player, because that's what he's been playing in for Stoke. But he's not really done. I don't know. He's quite quick. He's got a bit of strength, but he's not got one specific, you know, ability that's you can say, wow, he's really good at that. His finishing's okay. It's not bad as well. Maybe I just need to be patient with him and give him time, but I've struggled with him so far. I've not really played well with him. But he's a weird one. I really want him to do well. You know, you can feel the potential that he's got. So, but yeah, that's my squad. And you can see I'm in the Championship. Brentford are top of the Championship, no surprises there. Birmingham second, I'm third, and well, what have I played? Because I haven't played this. I've played 4 games, and I've got 10 points, so I've won 3. I've not lost yet this season, which is good. So, I mean, with the squad I've got, I don't expect to lose more than 1 or 2 games. I'm setting very high standards. I mean, I'm not even happy with that. I mean, I've scored 10 goals. That's decent, but I've already conceded 5, and that is not good. I think like I said, with the defence I've got and the holding midfielders, I need to be at the end of the season, you need to go, wow, they were a really good defensive team. They didn't concede as many goals as most teams in the league. So without further ado, we're going to play a game and see how we get on. Obviously, like I said, the Championship needs a big squad. Tony's going to have to rest this. He's a little bit fitter, Giroud, so I'm actually going to give him his first start of the season. My player, my brother's player, and my left back friend are all pretty unfit for this game. So what we're going to do is swap them about. Just have a little look here. Actually like to play Ben Johnson at left back. He's played there quite a lot for West Ham, and he does do a decent job. Now I need to place him with Collins because also Clark Salter played in a cup game, so he's slightly unfit. Yeah, the team's pretty fit now, apart from Sherfield. We're going to throw in Canna. He's not played for me yet. I've only just signed him. And Anibal Diaz is going to play on the bench. Got Wood, Benenza, that's fine. These guys are a bit unfit. We will replace him. We're going to put Dembele on the bench, and we're going to put Campbell on the bench. And let's get the ball rolling. Oof, don't know about those kits actually. I'm really glad I didn't start the game there. So I play on... I was playing on a world class at one point, but I do actually play on legendary because, well, you know, it's a hard level and I don't want things to be easy. I mean, with things like this, you know, if you're going to do this, what's the point in doing it, you know, on amateur or semi, or even world? Oh, okay, world class can be sometimes difficult, but you get the point. There's no point in just walking the leagues, you know. I can do that anyway because I already have the advantage, you know. I have 50 million, I think I made myself have. So I've already got the money. I've already got really good players that are playing, you know, above their pay grades more than this and what they're playing in, you know, meaning they're playing in fucking League One and Championship players like fucking Val Bueno was and Loic Remy I had last season, which would never happen realistically, but, you know, imagine they did. Like, I don't care, like, if these players haven't played together. If you've got that much quality in one team and you're playing in a league where the quality is not as good as your team, and you've got some players that played in Champions Leagues, players that played in Europa, even Europa Leagues and things like that, then I don't care, I expect you to be really good. So I really want to push my team to potentially pull off an unbeaten... That's fucking shit start. Yeah, so I want my team to potentially pull off an undefeated season. I mean, why not? Like I said, we've got not just quality, but depth in the squad as well, so... One player gets injured, another quality player comes in, and most of my players, you know, 70 plus on the rating, so there's no excuse. Obviously, Championship, so there is... Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I need to stop talking. Oh my god. I've literally just had the worst start of the season. And like I said, I need to stop conceding fucking goals. I mean, that's just lack of concentration there, really poor. I'd compare that to a Granit Xhaka moment for Arsenal there. I just don't know what I was doing in midfield with Oscar Dorley as well, one of my favourite players. And he's just passed it straight to the, I think, the right mid or whoever, and they've just literally opened me up and scored. Really poor goal. Not happy with that at all. I'm more disappointed than I sound, trust me. Now, it's a bit hard with Giroud in this game because my style of play is obviously got Wilshere and people like that, so I do like quick, slick passing football. But it's not bad because Giroud knows how to do that and he hold up plays quite good. But sometimes I like the striker to turn and then run through on goal. Bit of pace, bit of energy. Oh, that's nice. Ah, oh, fucking hell, man. That was such an easy pass. Oh, he's fucking... Oh, well defended. Get it back to the goalie. Restart. And as you see, I'm going to put attacking fullbacks on because, I mean, Wagnerman, I mean, he's absolutely rapid. I think his sprint speed's like 91 now. So I don't mind this. I don't mind the start of the game. I just pass the ball about, keep possession, show that I'm the quality side that can hold the ball, and then eventually, oh, this will start to happen and open them up. But I actually rated that pass to be quite good. As the moment I passed it, and he just couldn't keep it, Giroud, but it was a nice attempt. It nearly actually opened their defence up with a one strong pass. What the fucking hell, Taverner? Are you playing right back or is fucking Wagnerman? Oh, that's beautiful. Play it. What are you doing? Fuck's sake. You literally had to header it and flick it to fucking Welbeck. And he would score. Fuck's sake. Oh. Taverner's left-footed, if you don't know, so sometimes I have to. That's what I mean. I do like to cut inside of him a lot because his right-footed crosses aren't the best, but he's a good player. Oh my god! I don't know why I said I like playing Ben Johnson a white back because he can't even fucking win a header. Whoa, that was risky. Come on, boys, play it about a little bit. Play it about. Keep the composure there. Ah, that was too slow from Giroud. See, I need to, when I get the ball to Giroud, just pass it out first time, do his little flicks. Oh, mate, this fucking game. I swear, sometimes it's so hard to tackle people. Right, I think it's safe to play it there. Oof. That made me a little bit nervous doing that, but it's fine. That's it. Come on, boys. Oh my god, look at this football! Oh, that is the sort of stuff I like to see. We remember the goals fucking Wilshere scored against Norwich with a tick-attack of football, and Giroud was actually involved in that. Oh my god, if I could score a goal like that, I would literally cream pie right now. Block. I have got handballs on, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking when you... Oh, I've been absolutely cut open. Come on, boys. Oh, I'm at 6s and 7s at the back at the moment. Oh, for fuck's sake. I wish I never said anything about the fucking handballs. Yep, he's handballed it. And what is it? It's a fucking penalty. Yes! Oh my god. And the keeper has saved my skin there. Sorry guys, this is a really bad start. I'm really not happy with this performance so far. Okay, come on. Fucking hell. Who's dropping off? Someone needs to... Everyone's just running up the pitch like, oh, Welbeck's got the ball. He's black, he'll just fucking sort everything out. No. Drop off and fucking help. And now he's out of position, Danny Welbeck. Oh. Yeah, make the run. Oh, that's such a simple pass. Finish! Yes. Oscar Dawley makes up for his terrible error earlier. After he gave the ball away in his own half, he's now made up for it with a goal. You could say it's a bit fortunate, but that's what you do. That is clever play. And I think some footballers do that in real life. They'll get in positions where they can shoot and they'll think, alright, maybe I'm not going to score, but if I hit the ball hard and low enough, the keeper's going to parry it uncontrollably and hopefully someone's going to be there to score. Should have been Giroud, really. They're the sort of goals I expect him to pinch on, especially now he's a bit older. And, oh, hang on. Oh, my God. Oh. And that is what I mean. Oscar Dawley just bursts forward and he can hit a ball as well. Similar situation again there. Wasn't a guarantee I'd score. Hopefully someone could get a rebound. Unfortunately, I couldn't that time, but we'll try again. We're getting a lot more control in this game now.